female, we got rosters of who we want to take serious, who we just having fun with.
Well,
If we just got bored, like,
damaging.
so as women, we are subjected to a lot of bullshit from men, and we aren't protected.
You outside just like a goddamn stripper. I can't
Why
tell
are
the
you
difference.
looking outside for a wife?
I can't
You
tell
go
the
to
difference.
the church at that point. If you said you're looking for a good Christian woman, go to the church and look for a good Christian woman.
Go to the worst one. Shit.
Hold on. We're in such a first world society. We're in such a first world country that y'all don't even know the real dangers that mothers really protect y'all from. But if you was in a real reckless place, you can't even play them games like that. What I'm saying is that the guy already put her in a position of she probably just gonna be sex only because she don't listen and she don't move to my command. So I'm still gonna keep busting her down. See, y'all don't get that. See, y'all don't understand that a guy's still gonna keep probably busting you down, but he might not send you to that next level.
I think it's more.
But at the end of the day, what I just said, if I lose 20 pounds, I'm out there shaking.
Hold on, Ashley.
What the hell?
What?
Think about it. What if I like my girl exciting? What if I have I like my girls to be exciting? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she go out, she twerking in the gas station. I probably like that type of shit.
Do you?
No, I don't personally, but I'm saying.
Hold on, no. Everybody pause for Hollywood real quick. Do you?
No, that's not what I don't say.
Why are
I
you
do.
champion for something that you don't even want?
The young ladies are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And something has happened in popular culture. You know, and I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that.
How y'all feel about that?
What you think Hollywood is talking about you, dog?
Claire Huxtable, aka Phylicia Rashad, was America's second mom, at least in my generation. You know what I mean? I'm Gen X. I'll be 48, God willing, this year. That was the second mom. I felt like watching her on the Cosby Show. I felt like that was my pseudo second mom. She led with grace and elegance. That was like the black family that you was like, yo, if I could meet somebody in real life to mirror this, like she's a lawyer and her husband is a doctor. They live in a brownstone, sort of like Brooklyn or whatever. Like this is the black family to mirror. And I think that kind of togetherness, it got lost in the sauce somewhere as soon as we moved into the new millennium. Anyway.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say I agree with you, but I think that was a fraud. I grew up like that family. My family's like the Cosbys. They all got degrees and stuff. We all divided right now. We still going through it, the same thing like other families go through. That stuff is just a fraud, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
Regardless of how she the Huxtables, the show, the whole thing, she did like the way how she was on camera, she was like that off camera. You know, ultimately the premise of what she's saying is women showing their bodies a little bit more, you know, exotically than how they used to. She's saying women on college campuses, they showing a lot more skin. You know, you got chicks with their, you know, they booty cheeks out constantly. You know, ultimately we still don't mind looking at it. We guys, you know, so for us, we gonna get a glimpse. But ultimately, she's saying that women probably shouldn't dress like that, you know, in public.
Let me ask something. I don't
Ashley,
think
You muted, Ashley.
You muted, Ash.
You muted.
You muted,
Ash.
No.
There you go.
Old as hell, Lord. I say, I promise you, if I lose about 20 more pounds, Phylicia gonna hate me, cause I'm gonna be outside this summer in Texas.
Hold on, pause that real quick, Ashley. Hey, highway skinny, yes. I was just talking to my wife about the bubble skirts at Disneyland. She showed me that, yes, like the booty cheeks was out at least about 3 inches. At Disneyland, kids everywhere is getting a little bit too common the way you just got cheeks as an accessory for the clothing. But Ashley, go ahead and finish what you about to say.
It's a place and time. No, I was just saying, if I lose 20 more pounds, Phylicia gonna hate me. Because everything can be out.
Damn.
Why?
Ass and titties. Ass and titties.
And
Yeah.
I ain't got no titties. I got the ass. I got the hip. I ain't got no titties.
Why you feel like you need to do that?
Because I want to do it. I don't give a damn who don't like it. I feel like any woman should do whatever she feel like. And I feel like that's the thing. If Phylicia feels like you shouldn't do it based off a man's opinion, that's her opinion. Every woman don't think based off of a man's opinion. If
you're not a man though. You got kids out there, so you want a little ass kid to walk past you. You got your ass.
No. I said that's why it's a time and place for everything. Like I know I got a big ass. I'm not finna go to no picnic with no churn around there with some booty shorts on. Now I done had kids because I have a son. I done went to his daycare, done picked him up one time, and he done got upset because the little kids ran up to me and they hugging on me. And he'll be like, "Mama, you can't do that." And I'll be like, "Why?" He said, "Because they touching your butt." And I don't like that.
Kids, bro, young boys know. Young boys know, and that's why a lot of them end up being embarrassed and they end up being upset with y'all. But y'all don't really know because y'all just be doing y'all thing. Y'all be moving how y'all move. But a lot of young boys are upset, when they moms, you always trying to kind of protect your mom. So, but I'm saying, like, you doing that, what type of reaction do you want? Is it a reaction that you want? Or you just doing it just because you want to feel a certain way?
Don't do it just because they do it. Like, if you got a plus size woman that lose weight, she's definitely going to show out when she finally can get in the clothes that she's been wanting to be in. And it don't mean that she only doing it for somebody else's opinion. She's doing it because she feels good. She feels better. She worked hard for that body. Let her do what she want to do. Now, anybody else, I can't speak on anybody else. If they just like being naked, they just like being naked.
You say Ashley? That's your name?
Yeah.
It don't matter how you dress, what you wear. That don't give a guy the right to thank you. Oh man, she got this, that, and the
exactly.
Who knows?
That's what's gonna happen though. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen though.
Listen, you gonna look
I feel like horny niggas can't control their reaction to seeing a woman who's showing too much skin. If you too horny, you looking at that like, yeah, she need to cover up. It don't matter what you think. If that woman is okay in what she is in, then let her be okay in what she in.
What it's gonna boil down to is how the dude actually view you. He gonna view you as just bust down material, possibly.
I don't.
That's
Who
what.
said I wanted him to bust me down?
I'm just saying. No, I'm talking about the dude that you gonna take serious though.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I'm bouncing out.
Let's say you start talking to him and you actually find him somewhat attractive and you actually want to get to know him. You're not looking at the way how the character that you already brought out firsthand and how he already kind of perceived you at that point is what I'm saying.
That's a hoochie mama. That's all I see.
If he gets with me and then we actually hit it off and then he try to change me, what Kevin Gates said, you knew who I was when you met me. You knew I ain't had shit on when you met me. So now don't try to change me now that you with me.
Do you ever want a situation then or no?
Huh?
Do you ever want to be in a serious situation or no? What do you want?
I mean, you know who we talking about. Who the situation with.
Do you want to stay alone? Do you want to stay alone for the rest of your life?
As a female, we got rosters of who we want to take serious, who we just having fun with. If we just
damaging.
Bored,
that's damaging.
Everybody got their little roster now about who they list on what level. Like females, you got a nigga that you know gonna take you get something to eat. You got a nigga that you know you can hit up any time of day. He gonna want to.
That's damaging. See, that's the problem right there, Ash. That's the problem right there.
That's being single with
that's
a
the
roster.
problem, right? That's why dudes, y'all heard it right here first, y'all. That's why a lot of dudes don't take chicks serious. That's why a lot of dudes don't take y'all serious.
Exactly.
Yo, Ash, let me ask you this, and I'm a paraphrase. You familiar with the Dave Chappelle skit? It was like the Halloween skit where Dave Chappelle had on the officer's uniform, and a crime was being committed down the block, and the persons ran up to Dave Chappelle. It's like, hey, officer, I'm so glad you're here. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Just because I got on this police uniform don't mean I'm a police officer, right? And the inverse was women who parade themselves like street walkers, prostitutes, etc., or just showing so much excessive skin. You don't understand that the majority of men put women in two categories, regardless if you like the attention, you like the likes and the DMs, that's cool. But men that are family oriented and wants a family, wants a wife and children, which is the majority of the men, believe it or not, we put women in two categories, wife and other. Now, if you don't want no husband, cool, to each his own. But if the majority of women want a husband and a child, or you want the nuclear family, you got to understand that your actions come with consequences. Because when that man is not present and you're outside with your booty cheeks out or your titties out, you are a representation of that man. That man is your representation when he's not present. So if you're outside, like just like Sexy Red, like I hate to throw her out there, but if you're just like Sexy Red, nobody's gonna take you seriously, and it's gonna be a level of disrespect that come with it. There's gonna be a level of disrespect that come with it, and you can't. You're right. You cannot control 30 dudes and how they respond, but you can correct how you are in public if you have a man.
Okay, hold on. I got a point to make, because for one, I'm a female. I don't just go out in public just showing ass, shaking ass. I'm a female who naturally has a figure. So no matter what I put on, you're going to see that I have a figure. But for example, I went skating, just skating to a skating rink. I took off my skates, getting ready to leave. One man, I'm putting on my skates. I see a flash. I'm like, why is this flash like on me? Like he was like 10 feet away from me, but I seen a flash. And so when I looked up, he put the phone down. So that let me know you was recording me, but you didn't realize I knew you were recording me until somebody else, which was a guy who was sitting in front of him, said something like, hey, my nigga, why you recording me? And when I looked at him, he told the nigga, I'm not recording you, I'm recording her. I'm fully clothed. Ooh. Like, I don't have no hoochie shorts. I don't have no titties out. I don't have nothing showing. But it's niggas out here that will see a female, regardless of what she got on, they so horny or they want what they want, they gonna do whatever they want to do to feel like, you know, it's okay for them. So aside that, when I realized, he said, I'm recording her, that's when I spoke up. I said, nigga, you recording me? What you recording me for? I say, delete the video. He said, I ain't got no video of you. I said, yes, you do. You just told old boy that you was recording me. So show me the video. Baby, the whole skating range shut down. The DJ came from down the stairs. Everybody started leaving out because, for one, you're a horny ass nigga. I didn't have nothing showing. It's horny ass niggas out here that will do whatever they want to do regardless of what you got on. So it ain't always a woman needs to represent herself in a certain way. It's just sick niggas out here regardless.
No, check this out. Yeah, you have a figure for sure. You can't control all the freaky dickies out there. Yeah, he did that. You can't control him, but like I said, we're not really talking about those type of guys. We're talking about the guys that you actually bring into your life on the character that you bring out to them. We're not talking about. You see how when Freaky Dicky came out and recorded you, other guys stepped in to protect you.
No other guy stepped in to protect me.
You said the whole castle came out.
I said one of the niggas who he was in front of said, hey, why you recording me? And he told that nigga, I'm not recording you, I'm recording her.
He could have got his ass whooped.
Range shut down, meaning that when I started cussing the nigga out for recording me, everybody was trying to get the hell on. There ain't nobody came to my rescue. I was my own rescue.
Could have got the one that you said the dude in front of you said something to the other guy.
The dude said something to the guy who was recording because he thought the guy was recording him. And Buddy whispered to him, like, no, I'm not recording you, because the nigga was turning up. Like, nigga, you weird. Why you recording me? And then the nigga was like, no, I'm not recording you, bro. I'm recording her. And when I heard him say that, that's when I went off. Like, nigga, why you recording me? I'm literally taking my skates off. What the
DJ did?
The DJ cut the music. Kids started going down the stairs. It was time for him to go.
Okay, ultimately, you still got protected in some form of fashion. But like I said, we're not talking about the creepers out there. Most guys are freak. Most guys are freaky. I'm not gonna sit right here and act like most guys ain't freaky, man. Most guys are freaky. Y'all need to. I'll be honest, bro. Y'all need to actually understand guys' nature. I'm not saying a guy should do the freaky shit.
So if you say guys are freaky, Why is it for one? Why is it such a problem when a woman is loving herself and loving what she is coming into, to where she want to dress however she dresses, just because a nigga is freaky and he's
what
gonna
you
look
gotta
at her
have
a certain way?
That's
That
different.
means she's not. She
I
shouldn't
just want to
dress
say,
like
I just want to say this. This is the fact. Think about it this way: you had one nigga that was freaky mode, right? But if you over here putting your booty out, boobies out, or whatnot, how many niggas' attention you gonna be grabbing? Because at this point, the way you're representing yourself, you're gonna get more attention. Obviously, you know what I mean. So
But it
And
don't
then the
matter.
sad part is y'all don't
You
even want
be
the y'all
man
be
enough to control your urges.
Right.
It ain't my
no,
fault.
no.
You
yeah,
can't
but the
control
way you
Don't do
dressed
that.
up
avoid the whole
represents,
situation
yeah.
by putting clothes on.
Man, you
Like,
man,
And
you
you
don't
also
man,
you,
Ashley,
ass
you know
out.
what?
and you also
Yeah,
gotta understand there are men out there too. Like, not every man is gonna respect what you got going on. Even as a woman, you got a right to dress however you want, but not all men are gonna be there to save you if in the case something
That's
happens.
that
No, let
man
me
problem. That's not the
but
woman's
see,
problem.
but check this out, man. We in
It's
such a hold on, we in such a
Yeah,
first
yeah.
world society. We in such a first world country that y'all don't even know the real dangers that motherfuckers really protect y'all from. You really think about it. You don't even understand it because you live in a first world society and you got all this covering with like police, the whole nine. Everything is already split up for y'all to move around accordingly. But if you was in a real reckless place, you can't even play them games like that.
Right.
No,
You got to move accordingly, and you need men around you.
I tell you this, what Jay, I'm a United States combat veteran, right? I served in this country, Operation Iraqi Freedom, February 03 to May 04, right?
Okay.
Appreciate your service.
Yeah, appreciate your services, man.
Thank you. I've been to several third world countries, and the way that modernized Western women dress, oh, you would get your head chopped off in these other countries dressing like
Clean.
that. And I don't care if you just want to show a little bit of shoulder or you want to wear some tight jeans because you got curves. Nope, they don't play that. Not over there. So Ash, I hear you. But here's the thing. Think about math. You're talking about a minority of men who can't control themselves. I give you that, but that's why there's rules and regulations in place to hold these weirdos accountable. It's called jail. So if a dude is recording, you could have pressed charges, or worst case scenario, you know what I mean?
You can't do that. They don't do anything for that. I done been exercising at Lake Mirror and had a nigga recording me and done had the police call. They can't do nothing. As long as they don't physically harm you, they can't do anything. So as women, we are subjected to a lot of bullshit from men, and we aren't protected. So we have to protect ourselves. That's not always true. And then now, especially as Black women, we scared to even call the motherfucking police, because at the end of the day, goddamn, we may be the one ended up in
I'll tell you this. It's always gonna be a guy right around the corner that's gonna be protecting you. I really don't know what you're saying on that behalf. There's always gonna be a guy to stand up. That's a fact. If a girl is getting beat up by a guy in public, man, you know how many guys gonna jump in to stop it?
Ashley, I got your back. I'll be a bodyguard. I got you. Send the
They not. No, they not.
I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them.
I'm gonna be honest.
Y'all may not be one of them, but they are there.
If a guy is attacking
they protect.
If a guy is attacking a girl, most likely, I'm not saying they not gonna record, but most likely it's gonna be guys that's gonna jump in and stop it.
Women, I promise you, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Yeah, it just depends, Jay. It just depends. It depends on the
situation. Women will jump in to protect the female before a nigga jump in. I promise you that. Now look up a bunch of fighting videos. It be women
I've
jumping
seen a lot of guys jump
to
in
protect the woman before a man will jump in.
A lot of guys
be like, man, y'all chill out. And he be the one recording.
It was a fight. It was a fight that broke out in Disney World a couple years ago. Dude was crashing out. He was hitting a few of the women that was in his own group. You know who stepped in? Other guys. You see, you forget. You think about just black guys. White guys gonna crash out and jump in too. You forget that it's gonna be other ethnicity groups that's gonna jump in and crash out. You think about just a black dude. The white guy's gonna jump in.
A white guy jumping before a black guy.
Just because he thirsty for the action. He want to be Rambo.
I want to throw hands. Come on.
He ready for it. A lot of them just jump in. They just be gung ho. So you can't sit here and say guys ain't gonna jump in and try and protect women from situations.
I'm not saying guys won't. I'm just saying majority of the time, women will jump in before a man jump in.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing either.
I mean, I think it goes both ways. Depends on the situation.
Ain't got to do with me. Some people just keep it moving, man. You don't know what that girl did to that boy to make him this, that, and the thing.
You're gonna have the people that keep it moving too. That's true, but
especially in this culture, people don't fight. People do fight, but again, I'm from New York City. It's a lot of guns out here.
Different.
A lot of guns out here. Ain't nobody fighting.
Yeah, but check this out.
And if I lose,
ain't nobody fighting.
I actually wanted to play something, but we started getting into the topic. I'm gonna just play this. I want to say this is the last clip, but it ties into the Phylicia Rashad situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, she's shiny.
Older women try to give game to younger women. It always circles back to being about a man. No disrespect to Phylicia Rashad. I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also. I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that. But she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. That's totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element when it comes to how a woman is dressing? And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds. They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, to always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't fucking care? Coco and Ice-T. She dressed however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do. And he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control every woman's every move. Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure and y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Man, you got.
You can dress up however you want, but you ain't going through my phone.
Boy. Don't go through my phone.
You ain't touching that.
How you get the woman, how you get the female, you saw her dressing, how she dressing when you got her. So it's like, why you feel the type of way now when you pop out with her? When you pop out with her, she with you. So if you want your girl to look good, right? You want guys to look at it. She go home with you at the end of the night. You got to know what type of female you got. Just because she well, not provocative. But don't go too crazy. Now I don't want you to have.
Look at him. He doubling back. He doubling back, y'all.
Like, you know, don't be like, okay, God, they like you about to go work at the script club. Don't go crazy like that. You know.
No, for sure.
Good.
But like I said, I think if you with your girl, I think y'all can move how y'all want to accordingly. But at the same time, I think it's really more about in the beginning phases, possibly on how you about to meet somebody. I think that's really where it's really coming from. But go ahead, Heem.
I was about to say, man, if you meet her like that and she dressed like that, I don't agree with trying to change her. I would accept her for who she is. If I know she dressed like that and I met her, I expect her to dress like that every time we step out. That might be part of the reason why I even, went ahead and tried to talk to her because she dressed like that.
That's gonna be the reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But check this out though. You don't think that's gonna send that girl into bust down culture forever, possibly?
No, because she might not be like that. She might just like to dress like that. She might just like to dress like that.
Yeah, but what if the dudes put her in that category and she don't even know it?
But she mine. Fuck them.
Yeah,
but guess what though? I'm saying that's what's going, but it's gonna mess her up in the long run. Is what I'm saying.
How?
But like I said, if she presents herself a certain way, people put her in that category. She wonder why nobody is probably taking her serious and
Jay. If she mine, it don't matter what other men think at that point.
No,
if that's my,
if she's yours. You saying if she's yours. I'm saying if other guys are just using her as a tool because they only looking at the way they already looking at her mentality and just using her as a bust down. I don't think you get what I'm saying.
What you mean?
At that point, if she not my girl,
yeah.
I'm trying to understand the question because I'm not understanding.
What I'm saying is that the guy already put her in a position of she probably just gonna be sex only because she don't listen and she don't move to my command. So I'm still gonna keep busting her down. See, y'all don't get that. See, y'all don't understand that a guy's still gonna keep probably busting you down, but he might not send you to that next level that you might not want, or that you might want. Is what I'm
so you're saying in the case that because she dressed like that, he gonna use her for that only. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's a high possibility because dudes know the woman that they want their wife to be. They want her to act a certain way
because of how she dressed.
But like I said,
it goes into it. I'm not saying that's the whole thing, but it goes into it though.
Yeah,
I get exactly what you're saying, but I'm saying that there's a such thing as a man like who like women who dress like that. Like you see what I'm saying? And she could be loyal, she could be faithful, she could be all of that and still dress how she want to dress. It's possible. It's still possible.
Yo, let me.
What are the chances?
I don't think you understanding how the beginning starts off. I'm not saying that's like with me and my woman right now. Okay, yeah, she gonna have certain clothes that's gonna be a little tight fitting and whatnot, and I like how it look. But we together at that point. But I'm saying like when it comes to the very beginning, depending on how I met her, I might have viewed her differently. Is what I'm trying to say. We already done grew together.
You're not seeing that's you.
Yeah.
Everybody is
that's
different.
True, but it's a big coat.
Differently.
But it's a big coat of women out there that is going through relationship issues, though. What I'm trying to say.
They can't be the only reason.
Yeah, I don't think it's about.
That's probably a very small reason. There's much more reason.
Because I can have a lot of money and be a flashy nigga and just like my girl to be, you know what I mean? Just like it could be like that. Like it's
I don't think
different scenarios.
I don't think y'all understand that. It's a multitude.
Understand what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying,
I get it.
It's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just the one though, but usually that one carries other characteristics.
Man, bro, that ain't
because of how she dressed.
That's not.
That's a big one.
No, it's not.
Guess what?
I get what you're saying though. Like,
Janarvis,
I get what you're saying.
I think it's more.
At the end of the day, what I just said, if I lose 20 pounds, I'm out there shaking.
I think it's not only the clothes.
Hold on. Ashley,
what the hell?
What
the hell?
I said, if I lose 20 pounds, baby, I'm out there shaking ass. That don't mean I'm a hoe. That means I just love.
Man, you gonna track all the freaky niggas.
Hey, guess what? I'm not mad at a chick wanting to live that lifestyle. See, I don't think y'all understand. I'm not trying to regulate anything.
Lifestyle. You said
that is a lifestyle.
That's
y'all missing the whole.
That's somewhat of a lifestyle.
That's a moment. That's just a moment in time. That's a moment in time. If a woman done worked hard as fuck during the wintertime to lose her weight for the summertime, baby, she outside. Best believe she outside. That don't mean she a hoe. That means she done worked her way to the person she wanted to be, and she's enjoying that. Now, if a nigga take that as her being a hoe, that nigga shallow.
Let me ask you this: where's she shaking at? Where's she shaking ass at? Go ahead and explain what you mean by shaking ass. Where you shaking ass at?
I'm shaking ass everywhere. I'm shaking ass.
What does that mean?
You didn't say that at first.
No.
No, was trying to defend, but she like, nah.
She said everywhere.
She said that at first.
Where's everywhere?
Everywhere. I just told you
right.
I'm shaking ass at the gas station. I'm shaking ass at the house. I'm shaking ass picking up my child. If I don't work my ass off in this gym, I'm shaking my ass.
What are we talking about?
Yo, can I play devil's advocate? I have to. Jay, can I play devil's advocate?
Picking up your child, you shake your ass.
I want to play devil's advocate.
Man,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He kicked the bus.
Yeah, I want to play devil's advocate. Ashley, what do you think about? And I'll throw myself in it. That's why I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm in the gym 3 times a week, right? Since 1996, I'm a gym head. Now, I don't walk around with my shirt off, but if you see me with my shirt off, you'd be like, oh shit. But I keep that covered because that's not the imagery I want to put out there. You know what I mean? So it's like, look, I understand you got the Shamar Moores and the Morris Chestnuts with the ripped 6-pack and the Boris Kojos, but they're household names. You got plenty of guys that are in shape or whatnot, but you'll never know unless you see them in an intimate setting. And that's the whole point we're trying to make. Cool, you're gonna lose 20 pounds, you're gonna be twerking all over the place. Cool, that's fine. But understand, men that think like how I think, we putting you in the bust down category, and that's it. That's it.
But who said I give a fuck about what category you put me in? Because I'm not trying to be in any of your categories.
It comes.
But you're making it personal.
It's
as a woman, if a woman is secure enough in herself and a woman is doing something for herself, if we're getting healthier for ourselves, if we're getting in shape for ourselves, at the end of the day, we're not thinking about what y'all.
But why have your ass?
The only wrong part is when you say shaking ass.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Gas station, outside the house. Club.
That's why I said I wanted to. That's why I said I wanted to play. That's why I said I wanted to play devil's advocate, because I'm not saying I'm shaking. I'm a health nut. I'm in the gym three times a week, and I look great. I look great.
I'm celebrating myself.
Like I'm fully dressed. That's why I said I wanted to play devil's advocate, because again, I'm in the gym 3 times a week. This is a lifestyle for me. I like to be in shape. I want to go into my 50s looking the best I've ever looked all my life.
And I love that for you.
You know what I mean?
But who said I wanted to go in my 50s in the gym? I don't. I never said that.
How y'all want the woman to dress? How y'all want to?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like what?
What's the standard? What's the like? How y'all want them to dress? Seriously.
Who y'all want to answer that?
Everybody.
Who y'all want to answer that?
I think y'all under the misconception that we're going to walk around like none. No. We get it. Y'all black, y'all got booties, y'all got ass, y'all got hips, y'all got curves. That's cool, that's fine. There's a time and place for everything. And if you're with a man that you respect, you'll move a certain way. That's what we're saying.
Y'all don't. The biggest thing is that y'all really was the ladies. Y'all disrespecting Phylicia Rashad. You got a woman who carry herself a certain way. Now I don't know her personally.
That's Phylicia.
She carried herself a certain way.
Phylicia and Phylicia era. We ain't in Phylicia era.
If you want something, you have to carry yourself a certain way to acquire that something.
Not in Phylicia era though.
Jay, you gotta understand too. It's a lot of independent minded thinking women out here too.
Cool.
So it's
but guess what though? You got to deal with the consequences of whatever the situation is at hand.
Right. It's like that's cool.
Talking about
choose your path.
Delivering the alternative.
What's the consequences? Because we all grown. You can't beat my ass. What's the consequences?
No. It's not.
You said what's the? What's gonna punish? Life. Life is.
Right.
Forget about life is gonna punish you. Life. Your life, whoever life it is,
but why do you
gonna
automatically think it's a punishment?
If I do stupid shit, hold on. If I do stupid shit, life gonna punish me.
But
that's just a fact.
That's you and your perspective of your life. That don't mean somebody else who thinks differently is gonna be punished. Yeah, like if I did want to go out and shake my ass in the G-string, that's not gonna mean life gonna punish me.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever done anything that you regret a little bit? Or you feel like you probably should? Okay, so life kind of punished you to say like, hey, I don't need to do what I did prior.
That's just
you're right, it is perception too.
That I shouldn't have made, and I kind of feel bad about it.
And listen, man, it's different guys, it's different female. Some guys like that. It won't. Life ain't gonna punish nobody. You might have a guy that love that for her, baby girl. When you pop out with me, I want you to look real good.
Shake that ass.
Guess what? Yeah, guess what?
When you get outside, he be like, shake that ass.
You with me?
Shake that ass.
You leave with me.
You ain't gonna respect that guy. You probably ain't gonna respect that guy.
No,
that's not true. That's not true, Jay. That's not true, Jay.
That guy.
Hey, bro.
Because a nigga that really care about you, he ain't even gonna want you doing that.
That ain't how
that really care about
you. I don't agree, Jay. I don't agree.
Y'all tripping.
When you pop out,
y'all tripping.
Because think about it, bro.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. A woman that you really care about, you don't even want her outside. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Because Jay, Jay, you gotta understand.
Different. What are you talking about?
Because you gotta understand, that's not how every man move, though. That's not how every man move.
No, you're right. That's y'all generation, y'all young generation.
Because think about it. What if I like my girl exciting? What if I have I like my girls to be exciting? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she go out, she twerking in the gas station. I probably like that type of shit.
Do you?
No, I don't personally, but I'm saying.
Hold on. No. Everybody pause for Hollywood real quick. Do you?
No, that's not what I don't say. I do.
Champion for something that you don't even want.
No. That's not what I'm saying. There are men out there who like exciting girls.
Why are you championing for something that you don't even want?
Because you got to look at it.
That's the minority.
Because I'm trying.
I would understand if you was you wanted it.
I'm not saying it from my. I'm saying because you're looking at it from how you live and how you think men should. It's not like that all the time, Jay. Just because you do it like that, that don't make it right for everybody.
I got homeboys. I got buddies that love to have where they let their girl pop out like that. We together. If we go to a 5-star restaurant, you not dressing like no hood. Now you gonna look classy.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I like I said, my wife can put it on. You know what I'm saying? She could wear certain things that it's tight. Them cheeks. Nah, no skin. She ain't showing nothing. She ain't showing nothing crazy. That's one thing I do not play with. You ain't no cheeks is coming out.
She got a figure though. That's gonna show regardless. Yeah, so it don't matter what some females put on.
But we together and we grew together. Exactly. You're right. You're right.
I feel like the female can wear whatever as long as you don't show them cheeks. That's it.
Skin and all, like all that extra stuff. You don't need to be showing all that extra stuff. They're my cheeks.
What if they nigga like that? Who are y'all to decide if that woman is valuable or not? If her nigga likes the way she dresses when they go out together.
Because if I like that, what's the problem with that?
Exactly.
So she gonna like a nigga showing everything too?
Listen, if that's what she likes, that's what he likes.
And if that's what he likes, why is it a problem?
Them is my cheeks though. I pay full price for them cheeks.
Personally, I wouldn't have my cheeks out. I'm not that type of dresser.
Thank you, dope.
I am very cover up. I'm not. But at the end of the day, I'm advocating for people who do. Like, I don't care. It's not my relationship. Yes, it can have consequences. I mean, obviously, if you dress like that, you're gonna attract whoever. But if that's what you like and that's what he likes, y'all gonna like each other.
What about the restaurants? What about Hooters? Remember Hooters? You got women with titties. They got their titties out. They got their ass out. How many people love going to Hooters?
Actually, I don't think you not understanding. We still like
the uniform. The uniform. The women that work at Hooters. And let me be the devil.
And they chose that.
Just like
let me be the devil real quick. I also DJ.
Right, somebody said he don't mind his wife cheeks out.
I done DJ'd in several strip clubs, right? So I understand
and that's what he like.
How women dress when they walk. Talking about the women who work there, right? And now I see the women who don't work at the strip club are dressed the same as the strippers that work at the strip club. So there's no differentiation between a regular chick and a stripper. Like for dudes who are looking for wives, this is what they're saying. There's no differentiation on the landscape of how women are dressing. They're dressing like strippers and streetwalkers. And how am I supposed to know that you're a good Christian woman and you're a good woman for me if you outside just like a goddamn stripper? I can't tell the difference. Why are you looking outside for a wife? I can't tell the difference.
Go to the church at that point. If you said you're looking for a good Christian woman, go to the church and look for a good Christian woman.
That's the worst one. Shit.
You gotta know where you catch that, boy.
The strippers was popping it Saturday night and then Sunday morning. They're like, thank you, Jesus.
You can't pull up to Magic City getting mad because you can't find your wife. If you're looking for a good Christian woman, you should have went to church.
Go to Christian Maker, boy. ChristianMaker.com, boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what we saying, man, ultimately you're gonna have women in different categories.
That's
just being honest. The wife, you're gonna be a little different, and then the chick who out there with the cheeks out, she gonna be treated a little bit different. It's up to the person who on how they want to be accepted in that category of being in a relationship.
Yeah, because me personally, if I see a girl with cheeks out, that ain't wife material. That's the first time.
I'm trying to fuck.
I'm trying to smash.
That's not.
Excuse my language.
Personal preference. You're not wrong for preferring what you prefer, but it don't mean another nigga wrong for preferring a woman with her cheeks out.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's different. Everyone's got different thoughts and different opinions. You know what I mean? We're people.
But I
like a nigga
guarantee
with
you though,
money, but sometimes I end
all
up
y'all
I end
do.
up with a nigga with no money. That
All
don't
y'all
mean,
do.
you know, it is what it is.
I will say it definitely has an effect on the culture as far as how women dress and how it is viewed. But at the end of the day, I believe that they should dress what they want. I know it's
Y'all can't do
backwards.
that.
I
Y'all
know
can't
it's
do that.
backwards,
Who
but
said we can't?
how are you gonna stop?
Because you double
Like,
talking. You saying
Who
it's
said we
problematic. You saying
no,
it's
because I
problematic, but at the
understand it.
same time,
That
you're
doesn't
saying
mean that
it's
I don't
okay.
agree or
Who
disagree
said it
with
was
it. I'm
problem?
just saying I understand it.
We
Who said it
all
was
understand it. It is problematic. That you can't tell that the cultures. You don't think the culture transitioning into like more of a deep state situation, like a serious one. You don't think
But
it's
that's not every
transitioning?
woman. That's not every woman. Not every
But
woman
we're
is out there
talking
with the
about the
cheeks
women
out.
that
But
do
we
it.
still talking
Yeah.
about the influence though.
Yeah, like
And I'm gonna say this: I don't care about talking about what's online, what's on TV. If you still go out certain places downtown or whatnot, you gonna see it on a normal still, and you like, damn, it's in front of kids. The whole, even at Disney World, the whole situation that
Yeah, that's out of line.
somebody
that's
pointed
like
out
you
online,
having
it's
teachers
everywhere.
stripper clothes.
And like I said, we all still like and appreciate yams. Y'all don't get it twisted. We're not trying to be no like nuns out here or pastors. But at the same time, y'all might get treated a certain way to where y'all might wonder, why am I getting treated like this? Why am I in this cat?
I don't think those girls actually think
No,
about
they
it.
do. No, they wonder. No, they wonder. They all wonder.
What if you out with your
They're gonna know they're gonna get attention. You know what I mean?
What if you out with your girl and she got some real short shorts on y'all in the club and a dude that slapped her butt and she call you, babe, this guy done slapped my butt. So,
I'm gonna be honest. Wifey don't go
then.
to the club.
Yeah, listen.
In
so
a
listen.
scenario that happens.
In the
Hey,
scenario,
she don't go to the club though.
in the scenario, hey,
Yeah, put yourself in that shoe, Jay.
grab
That's what
my
you
ass. This dude done grabbed my ass. What you gonna say? I told you shouldn't have wore them goddamn shorts.
You're not gonna be at the club, so it's not even gonna happen.
Nah,
and if
man.
it's a different situation in public, that's different.
That's a bigger
girls
speaker.
go out. You know what I'm saying? We talk about people who girls go out. It's just a scenario.
Guess what?
Put the guy in a crazy situation because like you gonna go over there, protect your woman. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can
That is
go
true.
That's a tough situation to be in.
Like Jay said, it's consequences that come with everybody's actions. And the thing that I don't like about this generation is some, not all, some of the women think that there's no consequences with their actions. Like, we're men. If I fuck up and break the law, I'm going to jail. Period. So why do y'all think that there's no actions coming with what you're doing? Like, there's consequences. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's called a mercenary. Like, that's called a mercenary. You don't want no rules. There's no rules. There's no regulations. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's why y'all not fucking married.
Yeah. All right. That's just like
can't find a good man.
That's why y'all not fucking married. That's the end of the conversation right there. You could be a hot girl summer until you 55 years old, like Tracy Ellis Ross talking about, well, I'm not gonna settle. Motherfucker, you about to meet Jesus. Shut up.
Oh shit.
Crazy. About to meet Jesus.
Girl, Jasmine said our wives and girls don't want us to go out in them gray sweatpants and them sweatpants tight. Why you wearing?
Yeah, boy, print it all up. You print it in the sweats.
They don't like that. It's a problem, man.
That print showing, man.
For us, it's gray sweatpants. For them, it's wearing lingerie in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, like I said, man, I don't mind a woman looking sexy, looking beautiful, the whole nine. But I think there's definitely gonna be versions that's gonna be a little extreme, and I think that's what people kind of got to figure out what's extreme and what's really gonna hurt the culture. Like, granted, every situation gonna be different for everybody, but it's just not for me. Just being honest, it's not for me. Anybody else got anything?
Keep it a keeper. You got a good woman in your corner.
For sure. That's a fact. I agree.
Better hold it down.
You know you don't got a good woman in your life if she keep bringing you problems.
Yeah.
This is true.
If she keep bringing you problems, that's not the woman for you. If you constantly
arguing
about the way she dressing and she problematic with her mouth, that's not your lady. She for the streets. Sorry.
Yeah, she's gonna be a headache. She's gonna be a headache, man. I will say this. I value a chick listening to me more than anything. If a woman listens to me, and I'm like I said, it has to be a guy that gives good direction and has a good plan. And I'm not saying someone who's just trying to control you for the wrong reasons, but really like just trying to put you into a better space. That's what I like. 100%.
I would say effective communicating. I'm big on that. Like, because problems are always going to come. So
yeah,
learning how to work through those problems together, I think, is what really builds the foundation of the relationship. So that's what's important to me.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Any last thoughts, y'all? I don't want this to go too long. About to go ahead and finish it up. That was all the topics. I want everybody to kind of go through, get their last thoughts, and we're gonna piece it out.
Respect yourself. Respect yourself, my beautiful black sisters. Man, just respect yourself. You know, the brothers too. Respect yourself, man. Don't crash out, man.
Yeah, respect and love, man.
Right.
That's all it's about. Man. It was a great session, man. Glad to meet all you guys.
Fire.
Hey, same here.
For sure.
Ashley, you good? Ashley over there?
Man, Ashley over there doing the shake that ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're working with.
Like, I'm about to shake it right now just for them niggas. I'm about to shake it right now for them. I don't give a fuck. She over there. F what y'all saying.
Oh, shit. What's up, Ashley?
Ashley, what you was over there doing, man?
What?
What you was over there doing?
I had to use the facilities.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, shit.
We doing last thoughts. Everybody get their last thoughts before we finish it up.
Last thoughts?
Yep.
Okay.
Dope.
I appreciate everybody's ideologies and way of thinking. I think it's very important to have these conversations. Just for us to understand and see perspectives as far as what you think and what she thinks, and get a different view on these topics, because it matters. It really does.
For sure.
I agree.
Appreciate that. I definitely appreciate you for coming, Dope. You are definitely dope. For sure. I appreciate it.
Chat, gang.
Dope's in the chat.
Raheem the Rabbit.
Hey. Closing thoughts. I just say this. Like I said, I'm from the old school, man. I'm a '70s baby. So if you got that Martin and Gina love, man, hold on to that shit, because that's a lost art right there, man. Like I said, I'm removed from the dating market. I'm good. Me and mines, we good. I got that Martin Lawrence and Gina love. So if you could find it out there and amongst this crazy dating pool, snatch them up, do the right thing. Make her your wife and go along the path of life.
Likewise.
Martin, I thought Gina put a sexual harassment out on Martin.
Okay, we're talking
about the characters.
We're not talking about real life.
Characters.
Characters. Talking about the fake,
Jam Rock, my hookah Texas brother over there.
Man, Jam Rock, man, you ain't said nothing the whole panel. Jam Rock was happy.
He said a little bit. Everybody was talking.
You muted.
Oh, y'all had the floor. I'll let y'all have the floor, man.
I appreciate you for coming through, man.
No, man, give us some words of wisdom, bro.
Nah, when you hit me up and said 7:30 my time, Texas, I'm thinking 7:30 my time, so I wasn't thinking 2 and 2.
Yeah, it's 8:22 right now.
Yeah, my fault on that one for being late. So that's the reason why I was late.
It's all good. I'm glad you showed up, man.
But overall, man, I feel like a guy can just however they want to be. At the end of the day, they're grown. Just know that come with whatever it come with. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. Everybody must have fun. Everybody must be responsible. Just like if you're drinking or whatever, you're grown at the end of the day. And once again, it comes with, whatever it comes with. But I'm from the island, so one love to everything. Just have fun, be responsible, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I'm gonna give mine, and then Ashley, you can give yours. Like I said, I want to appreciate everybody, man. I started like last year sometime, and like I said this kind of earlier, man. Just don't listen to the demons in your head about you wanting to pursue something that you really want to. Just go through it, grind it out, focus. A few of the people on the panel, they already know me from a decent amount of time, and they already know the amount of time and effort that it took to actually, put into grinding something out. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody that's kind of, been rocking with me. So just want to say that.
And if you ain't follow my man's yet on YouTube, make sure you follow him on YouTube. Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Hey, make sure to comment too.
Ashley.
Exactly.
Ashley, you muted.
No, she
No,
wasn't
I'm
talking.
You can hear Ashley?
No.
She's going in and out right now.
Oh yeah, I think I hear.
Oh,
Echo too.
shoot,
Yeah.
she lagged out. I just said
Well-
over and out, guys.
Well, that's all, folks. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. And until next time, peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right.